Welcome back to Investing Chronicles. This is ERGJ back with another episode on the Money Matters channel. And so today I just wanted to kind of speak to you guys a little bit about the things that can actually make a difference in your finances. And so the title of today's message is Get Paid to Pay Attention. Get paid to pay attention. And it's very critical because every event that happens in this world, especially in America and even beyond globally, it actually has an economic impact. And so as you guys start to pay attention to what's happening in this world, what's going on in the news, things like that, I want you to hopefully start to get a shift in your mindset and start to think about, well, how can I profit from this? Now, of course, we hear so much negative things. I know that I was an individual that used to hate watching the news. I mean, it was just so negative. All this stuff on the news is just so negative. But now, even though it's still negative, I found a way to actually look at that news objectively and find a way to, take that information and make it an advantage to me in order to profit from what's going on with the news and with the way that other people or individuals actually move and behave. And so today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about, I guess you can call it the Ferguson Effect. Of course, back on August 9th, there was a tragedy that took place, an injustice, where we had a unarmed young black man killed by a white officer. And so there was uproar in the nation for the past, for the past 3 weeks. It's kind of died down a little bit as far as the uproar, but there's still, justice needs to prevail. But that happened on August 9th. Now, what's interesting about what happened from an economic standpoint is that the uproar that took place started talking about, well, what can we do to make sure that this doesn't happen again in the future? What solutions can come from this? And one of the big things that a lot of people, I guess you could say protested about or actually wanted to see change, they wanted to see officers wearing cameras. They wanted the officers to be filmed so that, their every action would be recorded, and then they can be held accountable for their actions. And so you start moving into, recordable, videos from, law enforcement. Well, the reason why I say, to try to shift your mindset is because here's what happened. That took place on August 9th. And then we moved into, well, you start thinking about, well, if this is a need or a want from the public, then who actually makes those cameras? Who provides those cameras? And so I want to point your attention to a company called Digital Ally. Digital Ally Incorporated produces digital video imaging and storage products for use in law enforcement, security, and commercial applications in the United States and internationally. Its digital audio video recording, storage, and other products include an in-car digital audio video system that is integrated into a rearview mirror, designated for law enforcement vehicles and commercial fleets such as ambulances and taxis, and all-weather resistant and rugged mobile digital video recording systems designed for use in motor vehicles, ATVs, and boats. The company's digital audio video recording, storage, and other products also comprise a miniature body-worn digital audio video camera, a handheld speed detection system based on light detection and ranging. And so this company, who has been around for a while, that provides these cameras for law enforcement, became popular. Why? Well, because there was an event that took place that brought a need or a desire from the public for us to provide these cameras for law enforcement. So Digital Ally, which the ticker symbol is DGLY. Well, again, we had an event happen on August 9th. We had protests, we had uproar. And at the time, Digital Ally's stock price was $3.65 per share. And this was on I took this information from 08/19, August 19th. So for 10 days after the event, we still had a stock which was, anybody could afford. If you buy one share, it's $3.65. If you buy 50 shares, it would have been $182.55. I'm pretty sure many of you have blown $100 before in your life. And if you'd have bought 100 shares, it would have been $365. Well, lo and behold, there was a demand for cameras for law enforcement. Well, that demand caused this particular company its value to rise because they had a need. They could supply for the demand, supply and demand. So on August 29th, which is Friday, it just passed, their share price closing that day was $18.57. So in 10 days, basically, the value of this company went up 411%. And my question, guys, is while we were protesting, while we're saying, hey, we need cameras, did we even look to see if there was a company that provided those cameras? And then take it a step further, did anyone invest in that company in order to reap some of that 411%? Now, of course, you may not have got it right when it was the cheapest or right on August 19th. I mean, it had been, we have been publicizing. There may be other companies that provide that those cameras, but did you get any piece of that 411%? Did you get any piece of it? Now think about it. If you had got a piece of that 411%, how much of that piece could you have contributed to, the Michael Brown Fund or something like that? What good could you have done off the increase that you could have received? And so my point of this video is to say, man, we need to start thinking differently about money, about how to create money, how to generate wealth. There are many people, including myself, that took advantage of this opportunity, that looked into something and saw, hey, there's a company that actually provides a need for what we demand. And I didn't get the 411%, but I got 200 of it. And I've got people within my organization that actually reaped off those benefits as well. And so I'm just saying that, if we're going to pay attention to all this news, we're going to, speak about all these things that's happening in the world, find a way to benefit from it. Find a way to profit off of it, because that's what the wealthy do. And so I hope that this message will reach you. I hope that you will take a next step in your investing journey. And I hope that you continue to plant seeds so you can reap a harvest. Until next time, guys, happy investing.